everybody, welcome to Bunky's Workshop. And as you see, we are doing a quick dinner that I'm going to serve tonight, and it is crab cakes. Now this is Maryland style crab cakes. It's a well-known, it's a favorite here on the Eastern Shore in Ocean City, Baltimore, all over the place. Different people make it different ways. This recipe was given to me by one of my customers slash friends, and I fell in love with it, and I've been doing it ever since. And a couple people had asked if I would make a video of it, and I said absolutely, I'll put it out there. So here we go. As you see, we have a mixing bowl, a fork, spatula. The crab meat I am using is back fin lump. This is a mix of lump and back fin, or lump and regular crab. It's a mix. You're going to need some salt, some pepper, some Old Bay seasoning or seasoning of your choice for seafood, 1 egg, some breadcrumbs, and you can make your own breadcrumbs. You don't have to buy store-bought. You could just take a piece of bread, toast it really well, crumble it up and put in there. I don't like a lot of filler in my crab cakes. I only put a little bit in there as a binder with my egg. Some gray poupon Dijon mustard, some Worcestershire sauce, and some mayonnaise. Now I use Hellmans Real. There are other people that use different things. I say whatever you like in your food, you do it. Definitely take this recipe and make it your own. This is just how I do it. So here's what I do, is I crack an egg in here, okay, right in the bowl, okay, and I take my mayonnaise. Now I don't measure, which is sad, but you know, I've never gone wrong. So with my egg, I take my mayonnaise and I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then a pinch for good luck. That's how I do it. As you can see, it's not a lot, but there it is. My Worcestershire sauce, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I put in there is 5 shakes. My Dijon mustard, I shake it up, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it for the mustard, okay? Now, for my Old Bay, what I do is I sprinkle the Old Bay over the top of this mixture just so that it kind of covers it, if that makes sense. Not heavily, but let me see. Can you see that? Do you see what I'm saying? So the top is nicely dusted. There you go. Is nicely dusted with the Old Bay. Again, add as much as you want of this stuff. Make it your own. And pepper, I'm just putting a splash of pepper in here. Nothing major, nothing crazy. Enjoy cooking, people. Salt, the same thing, just a quick thing of salt. Take my fork and mix it up. Okay? Get it all in there. I love the smell of Old Bay and Worcestershire sauce together. Have fun when you're cooking, okay? Enjoy it. Find recipes that you like doing. Get bored of them. Change them up. Make them their own. There's nothing wrong with changing it up. Yes, have I had failures? I have. But with those failures, I've come out with some really good recipes. I want to make sure I got this on scene. I do. So there you go. That is the mixture. Okay, let me make sure you can see that. That's the mixture. Do you see it? All nice and blended in. Make sure I got it all in there. I do. Now, I take my crab meat. A lot of people take their crab meat. This is what it looks like. Okay? Got to have a bite. Make sure it tastes good. Mmm. Yummy, 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 yummy. Okay, one more. Just because I made it. A lot of people, oh, that is so good, go through their crab meat and look for shells. I used to do that a lot. However, I stopped. This company that I've been getting from our local shop, Halls, I haven't had any shells, so I just stopped doing it. Make sure your hands are clean. I take the crab meat out of here, and I gently, because you want to keep a lot of these big pieces of meat, I gently break it apart and put it down in there. Here we go. Because when you get a crab cake, you want it to be meaty and flavorful and moist. You can make these, you can deep fry them, which are good. You can bake them, and that's good. I used to love mine deep fried, but now as you get older, you kind of like, okay, that's enough. You need to make it healthier. So then I went to baking, and that was good until I bought an air fryer, and I tried it in the air fryer, and in about 18 to 20 minutes, they're done. And it tastes exactly like, to me, tastes exactly like you deep fried it, but without all that grease. So I now air fry mine 18 to 20 minutes on high, and they come out perfect. And I will show you how they come out. So as you see, I got all my ingredients in this one bowl. And dry my hands off. It's been broken up a little bit. I don't know. Can you see this? See? Still big chunks. Excuse me. Now I take my spatula. Here's something. Try your hardest not to overdo this. You don't want to break up that crab meat. That's wonderful. So what I do is I take a silicone spatula, scrape the edge, and I fold in a little bit, okay? Just a little, okay? And then I take my breadcrumbs, and these are store-bought, just regular breadcrumbs. You don't need a lot. Just sprinkle a little bit in there. Remember, you only need a little bit of a binder. You're just sprinkling a little in there. And as you can see, it just sort of dust it there on top. And you're going to fold this from the sides in, scraping the sides, and you're folding this in because you want to keep those wonderful chunks of meat. I used to do this by hand, but I found by using the spatula, I can fold it and scrape the bowl and get all that good stuff in there. Okay? You want it all in there. And see, I still have all the big chunks. It's getting well blended without breaking down. There you go. Okay? Now what I do is I cover it with some plastic wrap, and I put it in the fridge. You don't have to do this. I've been in a hurry and I've made them and they've turned out fine, but I have found out they hold together and it works much better if you just give it at least a half hour to an hour in the refrigerator. It allows, some of that moisture to get into the breadcrumbs. There you go. See? So I have it covered. It's mixed in the refrigerator for an hour. There we go. Okay, when I bring this out of the refrigerator, I will bring you back. I'll show you making the crab cakes. Put this in there. All right, be back soon. Okay, like I said, this should sit in the refrigerator for at least an hour. If you have that kind of time. If not, then, at least a couple of minutes. I have made this up and used it immediately, but it didn't stay together perfectly the way I wanted it. But as you can see, and I'll make sure you can see it, there it is after sitting an hour. Looks yummy. I take a knife, and normally this batch makes 4 nice-sized crab cakes. Now, that's just the size we like them. You make them whatever you want to do. If you want them bigger, smaller, whatever it may be. But that way, it kind of makes them all the same size, sort of. Now, the air fryer that I'm going to use is the Power XL. And I'll take you off the tripod so I can show you what it looks like. This is the Power XL. There's the name on the top. Okay, put you back. So I'm going to be using the air fryer, and I'll show you how I prep it. This is the basket, and what I do is I take, you can either use olive oil, avocado oil, whatever. I take my oil brush and I brush the inside of this, and that's so the crab cakes don't stick to the bottom. I know it's supposed to be non-stick, but it isn't 100% when it comes to crab cakes for some oddball reason. But there you go. Can you see that inside? So the inside has been lubed up. Now, put this aside, and I will make my crab cakes. Let me wash my hands. Make sure when you're dealing with seafood or any kind of meats or whatever, when you're working in the kitchen, make sure your hands are always clean. Soapy hot water. But there we go. Some people put gloves on when they're doing crab cakes. I just wash my hands and dry them. Now again, this makes 4 crab cakes. And you can serve, one crab cake with a meal with other stuff, vegetables and a steak or whatever. But here we go. Now, I take myself a big spoon, and I already cut it, and it kind of comes out, like this. And what I do is I just sort of form a nice crab ball. Don't smash too hard, but just a crab ball. Make sure it's together, and I push it down just to make a crab cake. And like I said, oh, they smell good. For us, there's just 2 of us here. This will make 4 nice size crab cakes for us. Now, when I make a big dinner for, guests or whatever, I will give 1 crab cake per person and some steamed shrimp, steamed vegetables, a salad, and maybe like a steak, like filet mignon or something like that. And make a full meal instead of just crab cakes. But tonight we are having crab cakes with seared fish, and we're having Maryland crab soup. So we're going to have plenty to eat. So make sure you get all that goodness out of here. Go. It's amazing by just letting them sit that hour how it changes everything, how it all blends together, smells good, holds together well. And like I said, it's the only problem about making this up and using it immediately without giving it, that hour to sit. For some reason, they just don't stay together that long or that well. So, let me put this in the sink and wash my hands again. Remember, because that's raw egg in there. Now I'm going to put these in the air fryer, and it's going to be 18 to 20 minutes until golden brown. Here we go. And I guess it all depends on, now the temperature is going to be 380, and the timer I'm putting on here is for 20 minutes, but I will check it at the 18 minutes, 15 to 18 minutes. So, and remember, this is the Power XL air fryer. So depending on what air fryer you do this in, put them in there and check them every now and then, and because your Power your air fryer might be, you know, bigger or smaller, and the time and the temperature might change a little bit. But see you back when they're done. Okay, so it has actually been 18 minutes, and these are complete. Whew, hot, 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 hot. So now let's see if I can get them out of this thing. And I'll present one to you. And there you go. Can you see that? I guess you cannot. So, put this in there. Bring this over here. And there you have it. A crab cake right from the air fryer. Can you see that? That is a wonderful, wonderful crab cake. Golden brown. And what I do is I have sauteed some fish, and you'll have your crab cake. And let's see if I can get it out of the pan without breaking everything. Fish. There's rockfish here, and there's something else, I forgot what it is, but there's two kinds of fish here. And yes, I touched it with my finger. But I will put this together and give you a shot. So we have a nice crab cake, some fish, and on this fish is butter with some Old Bay and a little bit of seasonal. And there is our crab soup. And I will show it to you. So take you off the tripod. And there you go. So you have your crab cake, your fish, and a bowl of crab soup, Maryland crab soup. And there you go. Hope you enjoy. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Maybe think about subscribing and ring that bell so that when I do a video again, you'll be notified. Thanks for coming along, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.